got on the board today. With Jalen being out, Trent coming back and still working in JQ, how important is it going forward that, all guys contribute and be able to go out there on the court and put up points on the board?
Yeah, I feel like we have a pretty deep team. As much and most people say they feel like, I'm just seeing a couple stuff on Twitter and Instagram. They say that we spend a lot of money or whatever on our team and stuff like that. I don't know. I got nothing to do with that. But I can't say that having a team like this, having multiple guys that can contribute makes everybody's job easier. Because most guys, I would say, come from other schools where they were in a role that they had to do a lot more. But coming here, you don't have to do as much because you have 10, 12, 13 guys or whatever that can all contribute. So we're just going to keep building our chemistry together and see what we can do this year.
Talked to you after the game, obviously a tough result, but it's like maybe the most comfortable you've looked on the playoffs season. You had one of your better showings here. Just talk to us about wanting guys to love their games and embrace their games. What does that look like for you?
Really just staying in myself, not trying to do anything outside of what I was brought here for, you could say. Everybody has a role. NBA players have a role. So trying to step out of your role is where the mistakes and the accidents happen. So really just, if everyone stays in their role and do exactly what we're supposed to do and what we were brought here to do, our end goal to get number 9 is going to get accomplished.
You feel like your role is?
Hit threes and play defense, really. If I'm not in three, do something else. So I can't really be upset when I'm missing shots because I can contribute in other ways, as defense, like I said. I'll say that defense is the thing that really can try to get me going because if I'm not hitting any shots, I can still bring energy to everybody else by playing defense. Even in the Louisville game, me getting the block kind of sparked everybody. They were all saying, come on, we can get another stop, So little things like that.
How mad were you at that first one tonight?
Which one?
Going about halfway down and coming out. We're like, come on, man.
Yeah, I practiced that, so it's, you're going to make some, you're going to miss some. End of the day, I'm grateful to be able to earn another shot. So, end of the day, if you miss one, just you got to have a confidence with the next one. That's all Pope tells me every single day.
You guys are heading on to another, big-time matchup there, going to New York next week, playing Michigan State. 1, have you ever been to New York or played in New York? And 2, what are you feeling like heading to the big city and playing on another big-time stage?
Yeah, I've been in New York before. My brother, he played at St. John's when I was in middle school, so I've been there a couple of times to watch him play. And as for the second question, really just an environment like that, not too many people get the opportunity to play in that kind of place and play another great team like that. So, starting tomorrow, we go watch film, we go practice, try to, I would say, do the best we can, the game plan for their actions, their guards. They have a great guard, we have great bigs, so we just have to do as much as we can and really stay locked in the whole game. And then we're going to get our end result, which is a win.
How have you seen Yella's confidence level grow since he joined you guys a little bit late in the summertime to where it is now and the comfort level he looks like he is?
Yeah, Yella at first, he was kind of, nervous or whatever because coming from all the way across the world like that, I'd be nervous too if I had to go over there. So at first it was kind of a little nerve kind of thing, but now his growth since then, we really try to tell him when you get it, you can shoot. You don't need to dribble too much. Let it go. He's been doing a lot better with that. He's been, rim running. He's been rebounding. So he got way more comfortable than he was when he first got here. He's going to get more comfortable as the year goes.
I'm sure after the World Game, you all took a big emotional hit as a team. How have you overgrew emotionally since then?
We just watch film, see what we can get better at. Like I said earlier, games like that, it happened early in the year. I think it's the third game, maybe. So our goal is to win a championship, and that's a couple months from now. So we're not going to really drop that kind of game and let that affect our physical and mental state. We're going to keep working, keep practicing so we can get our end goal, which is winning number 9.
Did it give you confidence that the team's best play in that Louisville game was with you on the court?
I feel like we had a couple runs early in the game when I wasn't in the game. So I'm not gonna say that I was the reason that everybody. It's a team. It's not a one man show.
It sure looked like it.
But it's not my place. So
Coach Pope talked about ladders tonight.
You say ladders?
Ladders, is that, did I get it right? For
it's,
not getting back on defense.
Yeah, he tried to make a little rule: if you didn't sprint back in transition defense, then you had to run tomorrow.
That doesn't sound like fun. What's that process like?
Hey, I sprint it back every time. So I can say for myself, I'm not have to run any ladders, but other players on the team, I'm not gonna name, but they got some running to do first thing in the morning.
What is it like playing for Coach Pope? Somebody who's so demanding and he's never satisfied. You could have a triple-double and he'd probably find something for you to improve on. What's it like playing for him?
He really just wants to see a greatness in a player, if that makes sense. So you can say he's never satisfied. It may sound bad from the outside looking in, but as a player, like, he wants nothing but the best for you. So you could be having a great night. He's always going to say, like you said, you can have a better night, because he sees that we all have potential. We all want to get to the NBA one day. So he's always going to push us to our max to see where we can go. And even when you get to the max, he's still going to try to get you to go better than that. So it's great.
And then you gotta be at your 100%, 110% these 15 to 20 minutes. That's just what I try to do. I try to rebound the ball, run as fast as I can, and honestly, I feel really comfortable now. Although I shot like 1 for 4 threes, I'm really comfortable shooting it, and I feel really good in this playing with these guys in this system. So I'm expecting it to be much better, and against much stronger teams.
How would you describe your comfort level now as opposed to like when you finally arrived and started practicing?
Honestly, I'm really comfortable here. I mean, the how they approach me, how they coach me, it's they're when you mess something up, they told you, but they also like you get some little punishment, but I like that. It's really good, and I'm learning every day, and I'm feeling really comfortable. These 4 games we played, I felt really comfortable on the floor, and I think that I'm bringing really good spark when I get in, and no matter how much I play, 10, 15, 20 minutes, that I always bring some spark, some energy, some good moves, and I feel really comfortable now, and I can't wait to play another games, honestly.
Coach Pope, just talk to us about ladders. Have you experienced this fun?
What is that? What is that?
The ladders. I suppose that's running.
Oh yeah. We had some. If you don't the sprint to defense, you run, and that one of the last plays, Jasper threw me an alley-oop and I dunked it, and I like hang on the rim, so that counted for not going back to defense. So, and I got a few of them, but luckily they were erased in the last moment. But it's going to be a different story in New York.
How are you feeling heading into New York? I assume you've never been there before. Famous stadium. How much did you know about it in your time in Croatia, and then how excited are you to play there on Tuesday?
Yeah, I was never in New York, never in Madison Square Garden. I mean, obviously the one of, if not the most legendary arena in the world. The team, I also didn't play Michigan State, but I know they're a good team. They're a real challenge for us, and but we're very, very motivated. We're not gonna forget the Louisville loss anytime soon. So we're very, very motivated to go in New York and show that we're the best team in the country, not just against unranked, but also against any ranked team in the world.
I'm sure you've already been asked about it, but kind of what was the mood yesterday when Jalen went down?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not actually really emotional guy. I don't show much emotion, but when Jalen went down, when he screamed and called for B Wells, I got goosebumps, and I was like really, really sad. And I didn't know what to say to him. I just sat next to him, telling him that everything's gonna be good, to keep tight. But he's a really strong dude, and I don't want to make a big deal out of his injury, because he's going to bounce back really sooner than later. And to have such a good man, such a good human outside of the court, and good player on the court injured, it's really making me a little bit sad. I can't lie.
Nice to see him back, I'm sure.
Jalen's health kind of up in the air right now. How confident are you in Denzel, Jasper, Colin, running the point, running the show until Jalen comes back?
I'm pretty confident in our guys. So they showed us in practice plenty of times, that they could play the one. But we just gonna have guys step up. We gotta have guys step up. So on until Jalen gets back, and we're not gonna let that stop us from reaching our goals.
Appreciate it.
That's good.
Appreciate it, Smoke.